Back to life. So, Ganeshan.
Salutation to the dawn. Look to this day, for it is life, the very life of life. In its brief course lie all the varieties and realities of your existence, the bliss of growth, the glory of action, the splendor of beauty. For yesterday is but a dream, and tomorrow is only a vision. But today, well lived, makes every yesterday a dream of happiness, and every tomorrow a vision of hope. Look well, therefore, to this day. Such is the salutation to the dawn. These were the wonderful words by great poet Kalidasa, which every one of us need to follow. Good evening, senior Toastmasters and guests.
Good evening.
Kalidasa, we all know that he was a great poet, a simpleton, an unmarried man, etc. Well, here is another side to his story. As Kalidasa grew up, he became very famous. But he was no ordinary human. He was the one who had written about the whole lineage of Raghu in his Raghuvamsha. He had written about Lord Shiva, Goddess Parvati, and Lord Kartikeya in his Kumarasambhava. He had also written about the geography of Bharat, its winds and seasons, in his Meghadutam, where a lady sends clouds as messengers to her lover to convey her feelings. In short, he was a genius. Kalidasa is well known for his great comparisons called Upama in Sanskrit, which no one has paralleled. Now, another side of being a genius is that a little bit of ego enters one when he becomes famous. Kalidasa was no exception. But Kalidasa was an ardent devotee of goddess Kali. And obviously, when one is under the blessings of the goddess, she takes care of her devotees. Similarly, once when Kalidasa had a bloated ego, she did something miraculous to deflate it. Kalidasa used to travel a lot, and during one such travels, he felt very thirsty and looked around for some water. He saw a village woman drawing water from a deep well. He went up to her and asked her for some water. She agreed to give him what he asked, but asked him to first introduce himself. Now Kalidasa thought that an ordinary village woman like her was not worthy of knowing who great Kalidasa was. So he said, "I'm a traveler." To this the lady replied, "In this world, there are only two true travelers, the sun and the moon. Both of them rise and set every day and keep traveling perpetually. Hence, I don't consider you to be a traveler." Kalidasa thought for a while, and then he said, "Okay, I'm a guest." To this the lady replied, "In this world, there are only two true guests, youth and wealth. Both of them are temporary, and hence only they can be called guests. I don't accept you as a guest." Intrigued, Kalidasa said, "Okay then, I'm a tolerant person." To this, the lady replied, "In this world, only two truly tolerant personalities do exist. The earth and the trees. How much ever you dig and damage the earth, or throw stones at the trees for their fruits, and cut them for several other purposes, they continue to nurture us and do not retaliate. Hence, I don't consider you to be tolerant. Perplexed, Kalidasa said, "Fine then, I'm a stubborn person." The lady gave a wide smile and said, "In this world, there are only two true stubborn personalities, our nails and our hair. How much ever you cut them, they continue to grow to such an extent that even after life departs this body, you are nowhere close to their stubbornness." Kalidasa had been patient so far. But now, in anger, he said, "Okay then, I'm a fool." Now the lady gave a wide smile and said, "Well, it appears as though you want to prove your statement. But in this world, there are only two true fools. A king who rules his nation without any capability or knowledge, and a minister who's a sycophant to such a useless king and lavishes praises on such a king. By your responses, I do not completely agree that you are a fool." Kalidasa realized that he had been outsmarted. Though a genius, he fell at the feet of the lady and touched her feet. He then got up. Whom did he see? Mata Saraswati, the goddess of learning and wisdom. She said, "Kalidasa, you are wise, but only if you know yourself do you become a human. Someone without any awareness of self has not yet reached the height of being a human, and his very existence is a waste." Like this advice, every one of us must learn to know ourselves and become humans. Instead of learning to make more money and become richer, we should learn our true natures and become human beings. Over to the Toastmasters.